exam questions about destination signs and taxi signs and markings. Which sign is a designation and direction of an exit taxiway from a runway? So it's saying you're exiting a taxiway to a runway. So let's head. Not A, because this shows the two runway markings, runway 4 to 22. B is good, shows that this is an ILS approach. Remember, red equals ILS. So, I see runway 4, direction to a taxiway. That's good. This is, C shows an ILS runway or an ILS area. D is a authorized area where airports or no, where aircrafts are not allowed to pass that specified area. B shows a location sign of the taxiway. So if you see white border with a black background, that means that's where you're at. I forgot the phrase for it, but that's what I go off of. So same with the one below it, F22, that means you're on runway 22. G, I think that's just a hold short line. I think that's the same with H. Term, that's the exit way. That's just a normal exit way for a taxiway. This can lead to a runway, terminal, or another intersecting taxiways, or a runway. Same thing with J, so you're exiting 22 towards another intersecting runway, taxiway, terminal, or whatever. Same thing with K, it's just another way. L is how much of the runway is you have left. So 4, that means you have 4,000 feet of the runway ahead of you. So it shows the distance between when you're, so this is when you're landing, mainly used for when you're landing. So when you're landing, you would see this and you would see 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shows how much runway feet is left for you to use. M, this is, I think, hold short to runway 1. It's like an ILS one, ILS. N is you're not allowed to cross there. So it's such a question. So you're exiting the taxiway from a runway. J. Let's go to J. J. No, you're exiting a runway towards blank. So it's not J. K. Let's go to K. Exiting a taxiway towards blank. That's good. F. No, F shows you're on runway. So the best answer would be B, K. An enhanced taxiway centerline marking are enhanced by how many feet prior of a holding position? So before, okay, so when ATC is talking to you, it would say hold short when you're 100 feet prior from reaching the enhanced taxiway centerline. So the answer would be A. So yeah, yeah. So it's ATC 100 feet before where it begins. When turning onto a runway from turning from another taxiway to another taxiway, what's the purpose of the taxiway directional sign? So basically, well, when you're exiting a taxiway, entering a new taxiway, what is that sign and what's the purpose? What's that sign purpose? So that sign purpose designate, okay, no, designation for exit taxiway from a runway. The question has no word for a one-way, so it will not be A. Indicate designation and direction where taxiway is linked to intersection, yes. That is what it's asking for. Let's go to C. Indicate direction for a taxi off or a takeoff runway. No, answer would be B. That's the only one that matches the question. When approaching taxiway holding lines from the two sides, continuous lines, the pilot may contain taxiing, should contain taxi all parts of the airport's lines, should not cross without ATC clearance. So approaching lines, yeah, you should not cross without ATC clearance. That's very obvious. So which of the sign is a mandatory instruction sign? So G. G is not a mandatory instruction sign. This is a hold short line. H. H, no. Same thing. And D, yes. D is where you're not allowed to cross. G and H is just a hold short line. So answer B, D. Refer to E. What is E? So what is specified in E? That you're on taxiway Bravo. So indicates holding no. Confirms locations at taxiway B. Once applies no. You're on taxiway B or Bravo. Refer to F. What does that mean? So let's go to F. F indicates that you're on runway 22. So answer B, B. Which marking indicates a vehicle lane? So let's head to this image. So with A, no, A is just the indications of the runway. So 19, 19. E, let's go to E. E, no, it's just another hold short line for intersecting runway, or C. C would be your answer because these are vehicle runways, so just civil, like civil cars, vehicles are allowed to travel here, but your airplane is not. Your airplane is meant to travel within these yellow markings. The airplane is way too big to enter this, so if you see the squiggles or the straight line, that's for a car. So the answer would be C. Which sign identifies what area is prohibited from entering? D, image. D, yes, you are prohibited to enter here. Let's go to B. B, no. This is just an ILS approach. Or G. Go to G. No, let's hold short. The best answer is A. D. What's the purpose of the taxiway line serve? So does a taxiway location sign serve? A. Denotes the entrance. No. Identifies the taxiway is located. Okay. Provides general taxiway. So the best answer for this question would be B. It shows where you're located. Question 11. The purpose of an enhanced taxiway centerline is to A. Identify the location of a taxiway aircraft during low visibility operations. No, that's definitely not the answer. To highlight an approaching runway marking. Okay, that's a good answer. C. Supplement location signs confirming the designation of the taxiway. The best answer is B or C. Remember, enhance does not mean highlight. I think I would go with C. Let me reread this. Supplement location signs and confirming the designation to taxiway. I think that's a good answer, but interesting is B. So let's read this together. The enhanced taxiway sensor line warns the pilot that they are approaching a runway holding position. Oh, they should be prepared to stop. Have been clear for let's see. Okay, I think that got me. I thought it meant to notice the pilot. Okay. What does the outbound destination sign identify? The outbound destination sign identifies where the location of the runways is located. So A is not it. B, Identifies location which an aircraft is located. No, we should not be looking. There's no signs that indicate where aircrafts are. So the best answer would be C.